Hey everybody, and welcome to my kitchen. My name's Kris and I am your modern 50s housewife. So today I am going to be making my tomato base sauce. And this is the base for so many things that I do in my cooking. So I use the sauce for my lasagna, for my spaghetti Bolagnaise, for my meatballs. Yeah, ask my family, it tastes better. Alright, so let's get started. So I'm going to do all my mise en place and then we're going to head over to the stove and get everything organised. I always definitely have a cup of onions, so today I've got a red onion and a brown onion. Some garlic, and then I go through my fridge and go, alright, what is probably not going to last the next week or two. Alright, so I am going to put in my onions, my garlic into my chopper. So the reason I am chopping everything up is because it's going to all be a sauce anyway. So might as well get it started in the way that it's going to end up. So now we're just throwing together white onion, nice little shake, sticking into the smooth chopper. And then we pop it in there and put it to the side. Now garlic. I'm lucky enough that I have a garlic crusher and giving it a little bit of a crush so the skins come off easier. Now, one of the things that I have recently learnt that's quite good, thanks Josh Emett, I was lucky enough to go to the food show and he was there the day I was there, lucky me, and he said if your garlic has got that green bit in the middle, take it out. It's going to make whatever you're cooking bitter. So now I'm just going to crush this into, using my crusher. I'm not going to leave that behind. I'm putting that in there too. So next thing we're going to do is we're just going to quickly peel our carrots and our parsnip. I probably don't need to peel them, habit though. And just chopping the tails off because, again, habit. Fantastic. So we've got a couple of carrots and a parsnip. It's all just added flavours. And when I do have lots of vegetables in there, it makes me feel like a much better mother. So we're just going to put a handful of these in first. Lid on. And then we pull. Alright, so again, whoops, dropping it everywhere as you do when it's too full. Popping it into here. Got some celery. Not all going to fit in there, but that's alright. Get a handy dandy spatula. Anyone else see Steve from Blue's Clues come out and tell us how much he misses us and how much he thinks about us and loves us? And my gosh, did he not just shape our kids' lives? Thanks, Steve, for everything you've done. Blue's Clues was an amazing thing. Now, the other thing that I have right here is some bok choy. Now, it would have been much better if I had actually used it for what it was intended for, but I never got around to it. I was meant to make a stir fry. So instead, the bok choy is going into my tomato base sauce. You know what? I'm going to help myself a little bit better in a second because I've been using my small one. Why? Because I'm a nuts. Oh, this pulling's really exhausting. Cheers. And now, I don't know why I didn't think of this earlier. We're halfway through and I've just worked out how to save myself. I have a bigger chopper. Yes! So instead of having to do 3 jobs in the little one, I'm just going to do it all in one. Shake, 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 shake your booty. I think that's 70s, not 50s. Loving all this mise en placing. Tipping it into there. We still want all those juices as well, because that's going to add those layers of beautiful flavour to our sauce. We've got some leeks and some cauliflower. So good for us, these ingredients. Wonderful. That lid on. Pull, pull, pull. Definitely hard work. Cheers. And that. Fabulous. So I've just got 2 tomatoes left, and these are the last things that are going to go in. Get these a chop up. Oh, that was silly. They don't fit in there. Let's just go straight back to perfection. Into here. Some tomatoes that I hadn't gone around to using, unfortunately. So of course, I'm going to stick them into my tomato base sauce. Now I'm going to be using 1.5 cups of red wine. Thanks, Gordon Ramsey. I always see he's got a towel hooked into his aprons, so I've started doing that too. Now I've got this really nice private bin Shiraz. I've been told that it's a nice little drop. Smells okay, but as you've noticed, I don't drink red wine. So going for 1.5 cups. Fantastic. Now what I'm going to do with the rest of it is I've got these fantastic ice containers. And I'm going to pour it into here because Simon Gault did a demo and he said any leftover wine that you're not going to use, pour it into ice cubes. And you know what, there's a tiny bit left, I'm just going to throw it into there for the sauce. So next time you'll have wine to go into your sauces and such. Amazing. Right, so now I'm going to move over to the oven. Alright, so we are now just throwing together everything that we have just chopped up into the pot. A couple of tablespoons. This oil is also garlic infused because I like that. Throw my onions in. Now I want those to sweat down quite well. Also, very early on, I got some bay leaves. And I want to stick a couple of those in because I want those aromatics from the bay leaves. That's 2 small ones, 3 small ones. Smells really good. I don't know if that's right, but that's how I do it. It works for me. Okay, that's looking fabulous. So now we're going to add the celery, parsnips, and the carrots. Green vegetables. So at this point, I would kind of be adding, any of the green vegetables that you've got available that are a bit softer than the parsnip and the carrots. And the celery. It's better to use it for this than waste it. I'm just turning that heat back up a little wee bit because we really want that heating through nicely. Our capsicums, all those great juices that came with those as well, making sure those are in there. A couple of really good pinches of salt. So that salt is helping to bring out all those flavours that we've put into there. Last thing we're going to add is the cauliflower and leeks. Going to help absorb all the moisture. Yum! Now this is where I like to become a bit creative, and it's probably really wrong, and I probably should have done it earlier, but I didn't. So I'm going to add some cumin, about half a teaspoon of cumin. Oh, I love the aniseed flavour of this, so we're going to add about a teaspoon of tarragon. Sweet paprika, I love it. So adding things to your taste. Turmeric, I think we need to add more turmeric to our world these days. A little bit of, actually a whole teaspoon of garlic powder, because that for me makes the world go round. I add it to it at that point. You can add it to it earlier. It's all completely up to you. Oh, all those aromas are smelling really good. Okay, so I've just rearranged a little bit, so we've got the last bits and pieces that we're going to add to this. Alright, so the next thing I am going to add is that 1.5 cups of red wine. Never fear, our children can eat this because it's going to cook all the alcohol off there and just leave a really, really good flavour. Reducing down just a little bit. Tomatoes, so that's tomatoes that I had that were needing to be used. Crushed tomatoes that I'm going to add into there. Whoops, I'm going to spill it everywhere while I do it. Mix that through. I've just got some vegetable stock in here, so I'm just going to add that as well. Fabulous. Then we've got our tomato paste. It would definitely help if I remove the lid. Whoops. Into there to make it even better. Yum. Mixing that through. Pop the lid on. Oh, wait for it to get simmering. And then turn that heat down. And we're going to leave that to simmer for about half an hour, 45 minutes to an hour. So, after sitting around for an hour or so, playing a bit of card games with my boys, it's now time to finish off the tomato-based sauce. I'm going to flip that lid off. Ooh, let's get those steamies in. Got to get that facial, giving it a bit of a mix around. So this has been simmering for a little while. What I need to do now is find the bay leaves. Now the trick to finding the bay leaves is remembering how many you put in at the beginning. So we need to find 3. Oh, there's one. That's 1, 2. If I can't find it, that's okay. I've got 2 of them out. It's just going to add to some extra flavour. Okay, but this is the most fun bit. This is I call it my zzz. So I start off on a low setting. And we're going to start zzz. I want to make sure the cord stays away because I don't want it melting. Oh, I think I saw the other bay leaf. Maybe not. Might find it later. And we're going to make it nice and smooth. Now the beautiful part of making this nice and smooth is all those amazing vegetables that we got in there and we've hidden from Sam. He's going to love that. He's going to eat loads and loads and loads of this because I put it in all of our mince dishes, my meatballs, anything like that. Alright, so we've turned it up to the highest setting now. It's looking so good. Getting nice and smooth. And when I'm happy that I think everything is all blitzed up, that is good to go. So let's pull that out, put that to the side, get my spoon, give it a nice little quick stir. Who would know that there's so many hidden veggies in here? Not my son. So next thing I do is I'm going to wait for this to cool down. I'm going to put it all into freezer safe containers and presto. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye for now.